is neutralization reaction, and this neutralization reaction we obtain sodium thiosulfate as a product. This is a salt in neutralization reaction inside water. The products are salt and water. So they want us to calculate the concentration of sodium thiosulfate. So the objective of this is to be able to calculate the concentration of the produced salt after mixing two solutions. This is the idea. Here, after we mix two solutions, a salt or a product is formed. There is a case called the case of mixing. So in this case, how to work out the concentration of the obtained salt? Yes, who can help me here? What is the first step in calculation? Please, may I get your response?
Sir, we write the equation.
Excellent, Mina Hamdi. Chemical equation, okay? We will not succeed in solving this because there is reaction stoichiometry. We have the reactants and they need us to calculate the amounts of the products. There is a stoichiometry relation here. What are the reactants? Sulfuric acid, which is H2SO4 plus NaOH. I recommend that you always state down the physical state symbols. Then we obtain sodium sulfate, Na2SO4 aqueous plus H2O. If we go to the balancing of this equation, we have 2Na, so 2NaOH, and we have 2 times H, 2H, and here 2H, 4H, so we put here 2H2O. This is the first step. What is the second step always? Yes?
The number of moles of sulfuric acid.
Calculate the number of moles of the substance whose concentration and volume are given. So moles of what? Moles of H2SO4. Why we didn't calculate the number of moles of NaOH? Yes?
But in excess.
In excess. No, it is fully neutralized. Always look at the question carefully, Yazid, please. This is concentration by 50 centimeter cube of this, 25 of this. If you go to reaction stoichiometry, they are equal, Yazid. Clear?
Yes, that's clear.
They said they are fully neutralized by this. If you calculate number of moles of H2SO4, it will be what? Yes, help me. Anyway, you need to check the limiting and excess. What would be the number of moles of H2SO4? Here, I have calculated it. Moles of H2SO4, it is 0.025. Okay? Moles of H2SO4, it is 0.0. This is the question. Yes, it is 0.025 moles. Also, if we calculate number of moles of NaOH, we will find it what? number of moles of NaOH will be what? Will be 1.00 times 50 divided by 1000 equals to 0.0 what? 50. But they react in what? In 1 to 2. So every 1 mole of H2SO4 needs 2 moles of NaOH. So they are in stoichiometric ratio. And stoichiometric ratio, we call this stoichiometric reaction. Clear? Now we can use what? This is the same step. Then we calculate number of moles of what? Of Na2SO4. What is the number of moles of Na2SO4? Equals to what? 0.025, same as number of moles of H2SO4. Why? Because they are 1-to-1 ratio. Clear? Now we need to calculate the concentration. Who can help me in solving this, the last step? This is the first. Second, we calculate the number of mole. Third, we use the reaction stoichiometry to calculate the moles of Na2SO4. I need what? The concentration of Na2SO4. What shall we do? Here we mix two solutions. So what happens? Always concentration of thiosulfate equals to what? Equals to number of mole over volume of what we call what? Volume of the solution. Don't forget this. Don't forget this. So who can help me in this? Yes, solution. Okay, what is the concentration of sodium thiosulfate solution produced? So it means in the obtained solution. What is the number of mole of thiosulfate? 0.025. What is the total volume of the solution? Volume of the solution equals to what? Yes? We mixed
75.
75, 25 with 50. So it is 25 of sulfuric acid and 50 from NaOH. So the total volume is cube. Therefore, concentration of sodium thiosulfate in the obtained solution to 0.025 divided by 75, which is also divided by 1000 to convert to decimeter cube. If we divide them, we will obtain this value, 0.33. Clear? 0.33.